The next team is, the other team that was struggling quite a bit, Rajasthan Royals, right?
Okay, let's
If
do
there was
Rajasthan Royals.
one phase where they were just elite,
Hmm.
you got to say it's the power play. There
Yeah.
was Yashasvi Jaiswal who was going nuts. Samson, when he was around, he was decent, and Suryavanshi, he came in and then he was really good. Man, he was really good. So they were scoring at 10.8 runs and over, while the league average was 9.6, and it was not coming at the cost of losing wickets. Like they were losing a wicket every 26 balls. Well, the second quickest team, Punjab Kings, turned out to be the second quickest. They scored almost a run slower than them, but they
Hmm.
lose a wicket every 20 balls. So they were like really good at keeping wickets in hand. They just ruled the power play. But the issue might be that that is where it stops. Right? They score at 8.6 in the middle overs, whereas the league average is like 9. So they were like kind of slower. And they lose a wicket every 3 overs in the middle overs, man. So compared to the league average of 22. So they really struggled in the middle overs. Like they were not really amazing. And as we would see later on, like you would actually see their batters slowing down, through the middle. And if you look at the depth, they were towards the bottom end. So we said like Chennai struggled at going just about 10. They were like the second slowest. They were going at 10.2 compared to the league average of 10.9. They didn't lose wickets at a really good rate. Like the average was like 11.4. They lost wickets at 10.6. So it was not as if like they were very bad at losing wickets, but they just couldn't score any runs.
Hmm.
So they were really good at the power play, but that's where the downfall starts. So
Yep.
what do you think? Have they addressed those issues this time?
Yeah, I think they have tried like doing a good job this time. So yeah,
Mhm.
let's go through what they have done this time. So yeah, we can see in the power play, Jaiswal again a elite batter again in third quadrant. Suryavanshi having like plus 50 strike rate, and Riyan Parag performed really well. And the two new guys they have got
Wait,
Ravindra
wait.
in the.
I'll stop you there for a bit, right? Like, just tell me once what having a plus 50 strike rate means.
So what does it mean? So like the league average is 160. Normally, in a power play, people score at strike rate of 160, and Suryavanshi scores at 210. Like it is insane amount of like normally a batter will like opener will play 20 balls in a power play. Suryavanshi, if he plays that, he will normally score 10 runs more than any other batter who will play in the power play. Like
Right? So
that much of impact he can make.
basically, if Suryavanshi plays through the power play, that means Rajasthan is going to finish 10 runs more than what any other team in the league would end up scoring.
Yeah,
That's how ridiculous his game was last year, right?
yeah. It was very ridiculous, and he was also not doing that bad on the wickets per thing. Like he was just
Mm-hmm.
like minus. He was like -7. It is not that worse. So like if you look at the risk factor he was taking, like he was plus 45 on the strike rate and -7 on the balls per wicket. So it was insane. They lost Sanju, but still I think they will make up with the Jaiswal and Suryavanshi. And the power play was not a worry at all. The worry comes in the middle over part. So if you
Right.
go to a
So you
middle
do
over part,
expect their power play to regress quite a bit to normal, but it's still the same core. So let's hope that Suryavanshi has a good season, or
yeah.
yeah, maybe it's a second year, or like I really want Suryavanshi to do really good, but that might also mean like I want him to fail for a season because it's like he's like a prodigy, right? And then
Hmm.
prodigy generally means he's going to dominate every level of cricket he plays. Meeting a failure early on would also teach him how to solve a problem rather than facing it for the first time when he's like already playing international cricket. But yeah, I assume that they are going to regress for a bit, but with Suryavanshi and Jaiswal, I wouldn't be really worried about their power play.
Yeah,
And Riyan Para was also really good in the power play last time, right?
he was good throughout. Like he was again, you can see the middle order. He was again, he's in lying in third quadrant. You can see Jaiswal slowing down a little bit. The reason was not that he was not able to hit the bowlers, but they were losing so many wickets that he had to slow down. Dhruv Jurel was kind of a culprit at that time. He was not able to get through, like get going. So they will expect more from Dhruv Jurel. But they have got Sam Curran, and Sam Curran is playing at number 4 per survey, number 4 in 100. So they could try him at number 4 or number 5, slightly up the order. And they have got a guy, Donovan Ferreira. He has been he has been killing it the all franchise scene. Like he's great in 100. He has won trophy in 100. Then the Major League Cricket SA20. He is doing well everywhere. He also did well in the match with South Africa versus India. So yeah, they will have their hopes on Donovan Ferreira. And Hetmyer, he struggled a bit last year. Again, they will hope that because he has done well for them for last 2 3 years. Last year was the kind of an odd year, so they will hope that he comes good. So again, there is slight hope, but they have tried to address this problem by getting Curran and Donovan Ferreira. Yeah, and if you again look at death overs, they were losing quite a bit more wickets. Like come to the death overs, they were like having like 4 or 5 wickets down. So that was a major issue. If they don't lose their wickets and if they keep wickets in hand, and if Hetmeyer comes well, and again they have Donovan Ferreira, they could
Yeah,
have a
and
really
they've
good season.
also retooled, the batting part of the batting unit that will be facing the death, right? Like they have Sam
Yeah,
Curran now, they have Ravi Jadeja towards the end.
like Ravi
Uh,
Jadeja will bat at number 8, and Ravi Jadeja is elite, like fast bowler striker. Like he can't hit spinning ball, but he's a really good with fast bowling. So he will bat at number 8. They will have Archer at number 9. So they will have quite a big, like long batting lineup. And also, I was forgetting about Shubham Dubey. He had a really good last few matches for them. So they will hope like good things from him. So yeah, exciting times ahead for them.
exactly. I do like their middle overs retooling. I did forget to mention Donovan Ferreira as well. So even if like Hetmeyer should come back to be good again, but even if he
Hmm.
doesn't, like they do have like a bunch of options who can go nuts towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so now to Rajasthan's bowling. This is going to be interesting, all right. So Rajasthan were like pretty decent with the ball in the power play. They were I think close to the league average in terms of the rate at which they would give runs. Oh, they were in fact even better than the league average at the rate at which they would give runs. They were not good at taking wickets, but it's fine. Like you're either good at not giving runs or you're not taking wickets. But from there, it's just like downhill. It just goes downhill from there, right? So once again, Rajasthan were either really good or at the very least decent on both sides of the ball on the power play. But from there, the middle overs, they were like the second most expensive side with the ball. They were giving runs at 9.3 an over, whereas the league average was like 9. And it's not as if they were taking wickets even. Like they would take a wicket every 30 balls. So like they would take 2 wickets through all of the middle overs. So that basically means they are starting the death overs like with just 2.9 or like roughly 3 wickets down, which kind of means teams are just going to go nuts against them. They're just going to pretend lose wickets like it's water, and then they're just going to like smash them. And as you expect, they are also the second most expensive side. Oh no, not even the second most. They're the most expensive side in the death. They went at over roughly 12.5 runs and over. And the second most expensive side is like Punjab Kings at 11.3. So you can see the difference of how teams batted against them compared to other teams. So okay, what can you tell us about their bowling?
Yeah.
Otherwise?
Okay, so let's go through their bowling one by one. So again, the saying that they were good at taking wickets in a power play because Jofra Archer was blowing hot and cold. Like if you remember those matches, like one match is going for 40 50 runs and another match is taking like 1 or 2 wickets at top. Again, Sandeep Sharma, proven commodity, can bowl like a power play bowler. Like Deshpande was not that good and other bowlers were not that good, but still they haven't done much for their power play bowling. They have done something. The one thing they have done is that last year they had two overseas spinners, Tikshana and Hasranga. This year they have both of the spinners are Indian spinners, Jadeja and I think Bishnoi. So they will have the one slot open, so they can play Nandre Burger, and Nandre Burger is again a wicket taking option at top. So the power play like things could change for them, like for good because of the part. Now let's go to the middle overs. As we can see here with their middle overs, they're again bang on average. Like Archer did well in middle overs, but Archer is not a middle overs bowler. Archer is 2 overs power play, 2 overs death over bowler. Sometimes he bowls in middle overs, but we can see the new acquired thing, Sam Curran, also Ravindra Jadeja. Ravindra is quite economical, and also they have got Ravi Bishnoi, who is a wicket taking option and also economical option, and again an Indian option. And again they can play Nandre Burger, who can bowl in power play and throughout the 1 or 2 overs in the middle over. So they're expecting to do good. I think the biggest change was the acquiring of 2 spinners. Uh, and now if you go to death overs, again, they haven't got any death or specialist bowler a- as such. The all the bowlers they have are like they haven't got any death or specialist bowler. They only have Archer. But still, I think last year they were using Theekshana at the death. This year they can try a combination of Archer, Sam Curran, Nandre Burger, and others. And also, so as such, they haven't done much for their death over bowling. But yeah, they'll be
No, but the
hoping to do
other thing
fine
is
with
this
their
is
power
a
play and middle overs.
team alongside Chennai Super Kings last year who could use Sam Curran the way he's supposed to be.
Hmm.
Punjab at one point they would be we are going to pick 6 batters and Sam Curran and 4 bowlers and Sam Curran,
Yeah.
which means Sam Curran has to give you 4 overs every game and he has to stand up with the bat game after game after game. No, he's not meant to do that. So
Hmm.
you got to pick 7 batters and say, okay, look, Sam, just go out and swing. Or
Yeah.
5 bowlers and then one of them goes for runs. You try to steal over here or there. That's how you need to use Sam Curran. And I think this Rajasthan team can actually do that.
Yeah.
And even in terms of retooling, right? Like they need not, they haven't really strengthened their death bowling unit. But just the fact that they're going to take more wickets through the middle with Ravi Bishnoi and Ravi Jadeja and so on, probably just means teams are going to go into the death without as many wickets in hand, and they'll have to play the death very differently from what they did last year.
Hmm.
So the way that they've retooled their entire bowling unit, the spin attack is quite exciting on its own. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I do agree. Like they are hoping the whatever good they have done with power play and middle overs will help them in that, and that's how cricket goes on. So yeah, it could work out. So
All right. I will share the, a playing 12 for them, and you got to tell me whether, they are yes, no, or meh. So, you have a strong core, the top four, right? Like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Ryan Parag, and Trojuru. And then the
hmm.
next four is also exciting. Like you got Sam Curran, Hetmyer, Donovan Ferreira, and Ravi Jadeja. So Hetmyer and Ferreira can actually go hit the ball. Jadeja at number 8, who's going to come and then hit against pace. Last year, I think he gave 158, but 158 coming from your number 8, I think you would take it any day. And then Sam Curran, you should use Sam Curran. I think that's also quite exciting. And as I've been saying over and over and over, like the biggest takeaway is Ravi Jadeja and Ravi Bishnoi. I don't think you can play two international spinners, Hasaranga and Theekshana, of that quality. If you have Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed, that's a very different story. But playing Hasaranga and Theekshana, it's probably just impossible to get away with. So what do you think? Yeah, no, meh.
No, I think they have done quite a good job. Again, I'll be slightly wary of death over bowling, but
Mm-hmm.
Archer could come because Archer has to do many things. Archer is going to bowl 2 overs in the power play because he's a wicket taker at top. So I'll be slightly wary of that because I don't trust Tushar Deshpande that much. But again, I'll say other fronts they have done quite well. I like the spinner point; it was great. Also, look at their backups. Like they have like Shubham Dubey who did so well last year, but he's still sitting there. Like I don't know many people don't know about Pretorius, but he's killing it everywhere in franchise circuit. So again, he can come in sometimes if something happens to openers. Also, so yeah, they have got good backups, and I can see them doing good. Hmm.
Yeah, they also have the option to drop Sam Curran and play Shivam Dubey and then get in Nandre Burger. So they just have good replacements on pretty much every direction that they want to go, except for maybe spin.
Hmm.
But spinners they have Jadeja and Bishnoi. So I think I would be happy if I'm Rajasthan.
Yeah.
So the thing is this, right? Like you do see a side which kind of looks different from last year.
Hmm.
So I'll be wary of death bowling unit, but I think they've done a better job at rebuilding than CSK in the sense of, there's no obvious weak link in this side, right? Like with CSK, if uncapped players come good, yeah, amazing, but they may not. There is uncertainty around it. But these are
Yeah.
people, that you can get something out of.
Yeah. I do agree with you. Like most of them are experienced campaigners. That's the problem with CSK. Again, it's quite ironic to say that experienced campaigners is the problem with CSK. Like it's very like times have changed. But yeah, I'll say these people we can trust them.